Hello guys, today we're going through Lily May, and you might have a lot of questions when it comes to her, like what modes is she good in and should you summon for her or not. We're gonna go through that all in this video, and first we're gonna start out with her ultimate. You got a passive where Lily May enters a defensive state at the start of battle. When a non-summoned unit casts her ultimate, Lily May becomes unaffected. She then leaps above them and shoots a Quell Bolt, and deals some damage and interrupting their ultimate, while causing them to lose 700 energy. Afterwards, she exits the defensive and unaffected state. This skill cannot interrupt boss enemies, but can increase the damage Lily May deals to them by 400%. So this is basically why people call her the anti-Eironn comp. Because in the beginning, when Eironn should do his passive and do his ultimate in the start of fight, she interrupts him. We will take a look at that later on. And then you have the active part of her ability. Lily May can enter defensive states to target either all non-summoned enemies or a specific one. If defending against them all, she targets the first one to use their ultimate. If defending against a specific one, she targets only them when they use ultimate. Once this enemy becomes untargetable for over 3 seconds or is defeated, Lily May switches to defending against all. In auto battle, she will automatically defend against all enemies. So she basically have her ultimate being active as well, where she can interrupt. So that's really nice as well. So that was Tempest Shot. Now let's go into Rainstorm Ballet. Lily May flashes to the target and attacks 6 times, dealing some 5% damage and 8 skill power damage per hit. She remains invincible during these attacks and returns to her original tile afterwards. Really nice in some boss fights like Skyclops, Necro as well. Because she becomes immune and won't be able to get hit. If her defensive stage is triggered during the attack, she will finish the remaining attacks after exiting the defensive state. So it can't be interrupted by switching states. And we have Swallow's Flight. Lily May grows stronger during battle. Each normal attack and skill grants her XP points, with extra points awarded for assist or kills. Once her XP bar is full, she grows stronger, permanently increasing her attack by 10% and enhancing her next 4 normal attacks, or attacks from Rainstorm Ballet. The enhanced attack deal additional true damage to 3% and plus 0.6% skill power. The target's max HP up to 75% and 15 skill power of Lily May's attack. This growth effect can stack up to 4 times. So you can get XP in battle and it increases her attack basically. And she also have true damage, which is why she's really good in Dream Realm, at least at some bosses. And her hero focus just allows her to do penetration during battle and an additional 5 penetration when using Rainstorm Ballet. So when she's using her ability here, doing the additional attacks, that's when she deals even more damage, because penetration goes through defensive abilities of hero or the boss she's up against. Then we have Rainfall Bliss. Lily May grows once upon receiving a non-permanent stat bonus or stats boost from an ally. Each ally can trigger this effect once per battle. So if you have a lot of buff heroes, maybe like something like Coco, growing either meat or using the ultimate to buffer, she will grow. And then we have the season ability. It's an extra projectile for every 3 normal attacks that hit a target. And that also deals 140% damage to the target. So there we have it. We have walked through her abilities. And let's jump in and see some of the fights I've done recently. So, we had a day when she came out. I didn't know how to use her then. And we're gonna take... Oh, I have to go in here. We're just gonna take a quick look at her. And what I didn't know at this stage was that her ability, or her +10 exclusive weapon, was bugged. So she dealt less damage. And that was a bit of an issue because everyone else was getting higher damage numbers than me. And I tried the same setup and I dealt less damage. And I couldn't figure out why that was happening. But that's all fixed now, so you don't have to think about it. And they actually made the hotfix real quick, so that's good on them for fixing it so quickly. And I don't think this was an optimal lineup for her for sure. It was really low damage compared to my other attempts on long games. Oh yeah, the other ones aren't recorded yet. Then we had... Yeah, I did some testing in Alpha Bear with her as well. But I couldn't get her to work because once again her ability was still bugged at this point. Let me look up when they... Yeah, so they fixed it for the next boss after Alpha Bear. So here she was still bugged, so I had her at +10, so she was bugged for me. This bug happened between +10 and +14. Once you hit +15 again, she worked fine. And here is when she really started to pop off. I even use a Fresto. That's only one copy. And it dealt like 2 billion damage more than my previous team had. Even if though I had another hero that was like fully upgraded for S+, and I had some exclusive weapon. So she's really insane on some of the, you know, and more testing needs to be done on her, of course. And it was bugged for me. I had to redo like all the testing on all the bosses that happened before the hotfix. But just seeing the damage increase, and we're gonna go back out and watch the results. So you can see it for yourself.
I'll be praised for this, right?
So she's really good at Eironn. Let's jump back into Skyclops. And let's go for the first attempt at Essence. So there I had like 40.5 billion damage. Here I had 43.5 basically. So even increased with like 3 billion damage. Here I was trying out different lineups. I think I had some bad RNG in that fight, I can't be sure. But then we can jump over to the next thing. And that's Arena. And I want to show you the most previous fight, because this is how I think she can be used. Here I'm up against an Eironn team. So I basically put up a stronger Eironn team myself and include Lily May instead of a healer. That allows me to counter his team, because my Eironn will do his ultimate in the beginning of the fight and the enemy Eironn won't. So that gives me a small advantage. And as you can see there, Lily May is doing her Rainstorm Ballet, so she doesn't get hit by the enemy Thoran. And that's how I won that fight. So my Eironn could do his ultimate and stay around a bit. His Hewin basically did nothing. And instead of a healer, I put in my Lily May. That's how I think you can Lily May to your advantage as well. You can see, I know my team has beaten Eironn before like this, so to make sure I put in Lilimay again. You can see she instantly jumps on Eironn, interrupting his ultimate, and I swapped my Odie with the enemy Eironn so I could get their backline and kill the healers and then kill the Eironn. And is this enough to get Lilimay, then you may ask? And it all depends on your account, to be fair. And there is no easy answer to this question. What I might do if I have a account that's decently set up. So I'm actually gonna jump on my other account just to show you this. So here we are on my other account. And as you can see, it's doesn't have as many heroes level up. And if I had my last Eironn copy, this account would be set up for basically everything. I have my Odie, Merrily, and Rainier for Dreamrealm and Awan. I have my Smokey, then I would have Eironn. Just get that last copy, like I just mentioned. I would have them set up for my AFK stage pushing. And if I got the Eironn up, I would also have a really good defensive lineup in Arena, where I have Eironn. Then, when you have a account kind of looking like this, where you have everything set up, you have good AFK stages, you have good Dreamrealm, you have a good Arena team, and let's be real, good Arena team basically mean Eironn. And then everyone just use different lineups to beat Eironn teams. So, if you have all that set up, then yes, I think it's worth to go for Lilimay. However, a really good point that Wraec brought up in his videos is the end of the season is coming. Going to the season noble path, we can see up here, it ends in 38 days. So, they might release a good new hero end of this season, or they might release a really good hero for pushing the new season once the new season comes. So, is it worth going for Lilimay now?
No threats nearby.
Might be. If you are highly ranked in Dreamrealm and you need to stay in the top 20 or top 10 even, and everyone else is going Lilimay, then maybe you need to go Lilimay yourself to keep that advantage. However, if your account is looking kind of like mine, I would probably get Lilimay up to Mythic Plus. But if you still have core heroes like Eironn, Smokey, Thoran, who I think those are the like most important ones, because the rest you get kinda by just summoning. Like the A tiers you just get by going for the S tiers. So you should probably have them as well. But once you got in Eironn, Smokey, and Thoran up, then you could probably look at going for Lilimay. And of course you need to have Eironn up as well, but she's really strong in Arena and Battle Drills. But I wouldn't summon her all the way up to S+. I would probably just go to Mythic Plus if you are a free to play. Why do I say that? Because even though a lot of heroes maybe isn't worth going for right now, what you want to do is spreading out your team a bit. So, because we don't know what advantages the next season will have, or how they will balance the game for the next season. Will there be different season abilities? Will there be a completely different abilities that changes how we play or how heroes are used. That's why you also need to get going on other heroes that might be better upcoming season. So I don't like for free to play or very low spenders go all in on rate up. You still need a lot of different heroes to beat stages, and having teams for Supreme Arena and Duras Trial stuff as well. So I think going for rate up is bad, just in general for free to play. That's why I'm only recommending going to Mythic Plus.
No threats nearby.
Once you gotten her to Mythic Plus, you're basically getting all the advantage you need. Because then you unlock the Rainfall Bliss, so she can start to grow and get that attack as she grow and get more damage. The S Plus ability, Enhanced Force, doesn't do that much. Instead of draining 700 energy, drains 1k or 1000 energy. That. And in the beginning of battle, if she's countering Eironn, for example, doesn't do anything because he doesn't have any energy to drain either. So the S Plus, except for the bonus stats, doesn't do that much. And at Mythic Plus, that's when you unlock the exclusive weapon, so you can upgrade her Mythic Plus ability. So take a look at your account and see at what point of the game you're in. The rules of course changes a bit if you're a high spender and you got a lot of rate up letters and you want to compete, then probably Lily May is really important for you. But all that is up to you. So make sure you don't waste too much of your diamonds on going in for Lily May. I will just stop at Mythic Plus. Then once she is in the normal wishlist, put her in here instead of like Florbell or Hewin or Granny or whoever you're summoning for. And you should be fine. Have you already summoned for Lily May, or are you thinking about summoning for her? Comment down below why you think you will go for her or why you won't go for her. As always, thanks for watching, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.